Hey, what's up, guys? So, I got an interesting package from Amazon today that I was not expecting whatsoever, and I was just kind of in shock. I was like, I don't remember ordering anything. Why is there an Amazon package at my door? And it was actually the Digimon X2 English, the exclusive colors that have been repackaged. So, in case you guys didn't see my last video, I covered this guy, which was released in March, I believe. And this is the Digital Monster X2. And, there's a whole mix up with the roster. If you want to know more about that, you can see my previous video, please. I don't really want to explain it again because I haven't thought about this in a while, and wrapping my brain around explaining that just isn't a vibe right now. But basically, to fix that issue with the rosters being incorrect, Bandai America canceled I guess they canceled. I don't know if they recalled or canceled or what. But basically what happened was that nobody got these except for Australia, and now 2 of them have arrived in new boxes which accurately depict the Digimon that are on each of these devices. I hope I'm making sense. I haven't made a video in a minute, so I feel like my talking skills are not good today. But anyway, so basically we got them, and I thought that these would be coming in September. That's what Amazon told me. Like, basically, I ordered these ages ago. Like, I want to say in January, maybe I pre-ordered these, and they were supposed to come out in March. This one somehow made it to a lot of people. A lot of people got the purple one in the States. But pretty much nobody got the alternate colors unless you ordered them from Australia, right? So, and then we didn't really know when we were going to be getting them, but we did figure that they would be repackaged instead of having the actual rosters swapped, or the board swapped. So, again, this is like, I'm confusing myself, so I hope I'm making sense right now, but anyway, they're here now, which was shocking because, like I said, I thought that Amazon told me I wouldn't get them until September, I think. And I messaged in the Discord today seeing if anybody else got these, and I don't think anybody else has. And the red one is nowhere to be found. Literally, my pre-order for the red just completely vanished, and I don't think it's available to order at this time. So I don't know if I'll ever be getting that one. I mean, I might if I want to and it's available, but right now 3 of these seems like enough. Especially because I didn't even expect these to come. I'm just like, why do I have so many X2s now all of a sudden? But anyway, I just wanted to talk about the repackaging because I think this is kind of interesting, because nothing like this has ever happened before since I've been in this hobby, where they made a big mess up and they had to fix it. And it was like nobody knew what was going on. They had to Bandai America had to issue an apology. It was just a big fat mess. And now they're here, and it's still a mess because, I mean, it's just... it's a mess. I don't know. It's just so weird that this even happened, and they had to repackage the whole thing. So originally, the silver was supposed to go... Okay, I'm not explaining that. I'm sorry. I'm trying to, make this video so I don't have to edit it, and I'm already, I'm tripping over myself. Anyway, here we are. This is it. And yeah, so as you can see here, these 2 have similar designs on the box, whereas but this device does not have this Digimon on it. This device has this Digimon on it. these Digimon, right? This one's incorrect, this one is correct. That's all you need to know, basically. So now I wanted to get into the meat and potatoes of this video, which is the difference in the box quality, which isn't really that big of a deal. I just wanted to talk about it because it's just unusual that this happened to begin with, and it's interesting to me. And anyways, so basically I'm filming on my phone, so I don't think you'll be able to see that much of a difference. But as soon as I held this box, I was like, this feels way different, because I've held so many of these boxes, whether it be a DM20 or an X1 or this X2. This one feels different. It feels lighter. The box cardboard feels thinner, and it also has a matte finish, whereas this has a very glossy finish. I think you can see that. There's the glossy finish. This is the more matte finish. It's still a little shiny. It's not like completely matte, but it definitely feels different than this one. This one's very smooth. This one has a little bit of texture to it. And yeah, so I'm wondering if this box is like more cheaply made. Also, it's hard to tell on the camera, but I think the clarity of the printing is definitely evident. This one seems a bit foggier, whereas this one's quite clear. However, what I did notice is that if you look at, I think this is Digimon X, on the top there, I believe that the clarity here is a little bit better, I think, but the colors and the depth of color is actually better on this box. And as I'm talking about this, I'm like, is anyone else going to care about this the way I'm caring about it right now? But I thought it was kind of interesting. Like, you can kind of see more depth in his wings because the colors kind of seem to just be printed more clearly than this one. Either way, this isn't a bad box. I'm not like complaining. I just thought it was interesting because they might have had to cheap out a little bit so they didn't lose too much money in producing these to begin with. But yeah, so I'm wondering if this box was cheaper for them to make and it's good enough and all that. I wonder if the boxes in the future are all going to be like this one, which I don't think it will cause a problem. I don't think, I keep these in like a drawer in my closet. So I don't think that this could become damaged more easily than this box because they're all kind of like stacked on top of each other. But I just thought it was interesting to see such a jump in the quality. Not necessarily the quality, but the type of material that they're using, I suppose. But yeah, so I guess I'm going to go ahead and open this up and see if anything is different on the inside. Do a little tiny unboxing. Yeah, that looks... I think this is exactly the same papers we got, so they didn't change this at all. Is this one sheet? No, it's two. Yeah. So, here we have, wow, that's actually really gorgeous. My lighting is kind of weird today, but this shell is actually really amazing. I thought I was going to, wow, that's really pretty. I really thought I was going to swap the buttons on this because I don't love gray with orange, but the gold X and the silver kind of make the orange work. Wow, this is really pretty. So, again, these two have the same box design, but totally different rosters. And it's interesting because, like, I don't know why everyone's so confused about it. Like, it is very confusing. Like I said, it's hard for me to talk about it, but then, like, I was able to grasp what happened quite quickly. But so many people were asking, like, what's up with that? I don't understand what you meant in your video. And I was like, oh no, did I not explain that properly? And yeah, it's just been very confusing. I think some of the vocabulary, like roster and stuff like that, got people confused. But there it is, gold, very nice. Digimon X. Yeah, that one said silver. I was like, or did it say purple? I don't remember what it said. But yeah, basically Bandai decided to do the box swap instead of the full roster swap because it's just way easier. Because I think basically they'd have to scrap all the devices. I don't think that they would actually sell a device that they like took the roster or took the board out and swapped the shells around. I don't think they would actually sell those. So I think the box swap was a good option. I know a lot of people are unhappy about it because they were expecting this one to have, you know, the original gold roster Digimon on it, which is like I think Daemon X and I think Lilithmon X and all that. So people had a certain idea of what device they were going to buy. And then when this happened and they didn't switch the boards, some people are upset about that. But you can still swap the board yourself. Like if you got, you know, both colors and swapped the shells inside, it's not that big of a deal to me. But I understand where people are coming from and being upset for sure. But yeah, I'm just happy that this arrived. I'm just kind of in shock. I feel like I've been rambling and I don't make any sense because I'm kind of excited about this. But, you know, hopefully this made sense to you guys. I kind of want to unbox this one too to see what this shell is like in person. But I don't really want to open it up. But this one also looks better in person. It is slightly transparent, I believe. Yeah, it definitely looks a little bit transparent. Yeah, I remember when the designs for these leaked and it was like a full transparent gray body with black buttons and a gold axe. And this one, I think it was fully transparent also. And I think it had gray buttons. I think maybe white, I can't remember, but I remember liking the original designs a lot better. But I do really like this metallic silver. It's very unique. And, you know, we already have the transparent shells with the red and purple here. So all in all, I'm glad that this is being resolved. I'm confused that this arrived so early. And all in all, I'm happy that these are being released. You know, in general. Hopefully we'll still get the X3 even though there's this big mix-up with these devices. You know, we won't really know that for sure. Usually if there's a leak, then we know. You know, that's what it seems like recently. But yeah, I feel like this has been such a mess and I don't even want to post this, but I will anyway because I've had so many people being like, oh, you know, I follow your channel and I wish you know, could you post like once a month? And I'm like, yeah, I wish I could, but yeah, I miss posting more regularly. And thank you guys who are still watching. I really appreciate it. Even though the quality of my videos has definitely gone down, I do appreciate people sticking around. And also, one more thing, for some reason, YouTube keeps disabling my comments, and I think it's because, you know, we're talking about Digimon toys on this channel, and it thinks that it's content for minors, even though I don't think I write it as 18 and up. I think I don't remember what I put, but for some reason, comments keep going down. So if you really wanted to like talk about what's going on, you can hit me up on Instagram. I'll put it in the description. But yeah, I'm sorry if the comments are not working. But I think that's all I have for today. I'm still just in shock at how pretty this is. This is so pretty. I might swap the buttons because I think black would look really nice, but I do kind of like the orange. Not too shabby. Yeah, and I hope whoever ordered these is going to get theirs soon also. I'm assuming that everybody's going to be getting them at around the same time. Oh, one more thing. I thought this was interesting. I almost forgot to mention it. So I think most virtual pets now have this like stamp on them. I don't really know what the stamp means. Something about like which version it is. I don't really know, honestly. But these boxes don't have that anywhere. Like, it's just nowhere to be found. I don't know if that number is important. I know that but if people didn't want to open their X2s and they wanted to see if it was the incorrect roster version, they would look at this number. If it was the right number, then that means that the rosters were wrong. I don't know, something like that. I don't remember. Again, I'm rambling. I'm sorry. I don't know. I'm not an expert. But I thought that was interesting that most Bandai virtual pets nowadays do have some kind of like stampy thing on them, and these ones do not. Wow, this is so flimsy. Yeah, these boxes are very flimsy. Like, I almost like the matte finish better, and the colors are a little nicer. But anyway, I gotta go. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys sometime in the near future, hopefully. Okay, bye.